billions into our economy. Project Thunderbird is officially cleared for takeoff at PTI Airport. We learned today the company Boom Supersonic is making a huge investment into manufacturing plant, providing a major boost for our economy. Boom Supersonic plans to create more than 1,700 jobs at PTI over the next 8 years. The company will invest more than $500 million into the project. Full-time employees will earn an average of $69,000. No one will make less than $15 an hour.
The Wright brothers took off from Kitty Hawk, making North Carolina first in flight. And this afternoon, we're launching the future of flight. As we reap the prosperity at the cutting edge of the clean energy economy, North Carolina is ready to soar.
The project now marks the second major economic development in the Triad in the last 2 months. Toyota will build a manufacturing plant at the Greensboro-Randolph mega site. An NC Department of Transportation engineer says all you have to do is look at the roads to see why the Triad's taking off.
I've talked to folks all over the country and really all over the world that we're looking at some facilities coming here. And one of the big things is the infrastructure. And it's roads. Of course, it's obviously water, sewer, power, those type of things, which obviously we're in good shape, with that as well.
Archer says you can fill in the map to see what prospective companies want. Our state has 2 ports on the coast, major airports in Charlotte and Raleigh. And right there in the middle of it all is Greensboro, home to PTI, which has easy access to I-40 and 85, plus the urban loop expected to be complete next year. An economist we spoke with says the Triad has several attractive qualities in addition to good infrastructure. One of the top ones, strong schools and universities.
There are really good universities like NC State, UNC, and Duke, Wake Forest that are producing really high-tech savvy graduates that are gonna walk out of there and start helping those businesses.
McFall says another big benefit of the Triad, cheap land. Lots of available and affordable land is attractive to developers. Triad economic developments already having an impact on the area real estate market. Demand for housing was already really high. A broker we spoke with says ever since the mega site announcement, developers have started buying land and homes near the facility.
When people are searching for a home and they know that a big company is coming, they immediately think, okay, I need to make sure that I get my house before other people come to the area. And I would say as soon as they start hiring, it will impact the people who already live here who will begin to work there because it will strengthen their buying power.
Another big reason companies are coming here, tax breaks and incentives. The city of Greensboro approved millions in incentives for Project Thunderbird. The city could shell out as much as $5 million over the next 5 years. The Guilford County Commission approved a tax break. They voted to give the company 80% of eligible tax revenue for 10 years. All of this contingent on the company fulfilling its investment and promise of 1,700 jobs. The Toyota plant means more than 1,750 clean energy jobs are coming to the Triad, and this could just be the start. The accounting firm Ernst & Young found growth in green energy could create at least 10 million new jobs worldwide. When the project was announced, Governor Roy Cooper said it showed the world that North Carolina is ready to get to work.
We're encouraging more electric vehicles on the road and in our state government fleet. And as all of this progress continues, the world will look at North Carolina as a hub of clean energy and clean energy jobs.
Toyota says they brought their project to North Carolina because our state is built for clean energy jobs. An NC State engineer explained what sets us apart.
We got into the game early. We are a state that, had a lot of policy and support for clean energy dating all the way back to the oil crises of the 1980s. And so we kind of got into the game early and were well positioned when clean energy prices came down to take advantage of that. And so, we put ourselves in the right spot. So when the right time came along, we were ready for it.
The Clean Energy Technology Center says North Carolina ranks among the top 4 states in the country for solar energy. The state already had the largest land-based wind farm in the southeast. Next up, an effort to lead in offshore wind energy production. We're all excited about Boom Supersonic and Toyota coming to Guilford County. The companies could provide a massive boost to our local economy. To get a better idea of what we could expect, 2 Wants to Know's Ben Briscoe traveled to Alabama to see how a Toyota plant changed things there.
According to the Economic Policy Institute, for every 1 job created at a manufacturing plant like this, 7 other jobs are created around town. You can see that trickle-down effect at Honest Coffee Roasters.
Gave small business entrepreneurs like myself opportunities for growth in our city, and it's been wonderful.
Owner Christy Wembley says downtown used to be sleepy, but since Toyota, Huntsville has grown to be the biggest city in the state.
It was a huge announcement. It's been an amazing spur to the growth of our community.
We're continuing to see not just the quantity of growth, but the quality of growth.
Downtown Huntsville President and CEO Chad Emerson says after Toyota picked Huntsville, it attracted even more big names like Facebook.
A manufacturing plant, not just the plant itself, but it brings a lot of tiered manufacturers, so you'll see a lot of other companies grow, and you'll see a lot of new people coming to town, and with that bringing new ideas, new spending. It really creates a lot of vibrancy. So manufacturing plants are great for our city, and I hope they're great for yours.
20 years after the first Toyota announcement, there are cranes building all over town. New condos, a new hotel where the clerk says it's almost always full with business travelers. Just like the assembly line at Toyota, the economic impact builds 1 piece at a time until there's a full-blown engine driving the local economy forward.
The Toyota and Boom Supersonic projects are huge investments in the Triad. The combined figure, nearly $2 billion. The trickle-down effect of that initial investment likely to create even more economic growth.
There's a lot of good things that are going to be a knock-on effect of these 2 deals. And the fact that especially Boom is so like envelope pushing is really, really great, because those kinds of jobs tend to have domino effects that really are widespread.
The Triad stood out as the place for the plant because of its long history of investing in aviation. A student in Guilford Tech's aviation program says he's excited for the future.
I'm really excited about it, and it's a great job opportunity, and some of the companies that are coming in have a lot of spots open, and they're just getting us ready for that.
The director of Guilford Tech's aviation program says he's been involved with the project for a while. He's excited to see how his program grows now with such a big investment in aviation coming to Greensboro. The bottom line here, the Triad is cashing in. Companies want to be here. Our area worked for years to get ready for big investments like Boom Supersonic and Toyota. County leaders tell us they're just getting started.